Welcome to Destination Deanna. I'm Deanna, love guide to all and kept wife strategist to the women I'm called to serve. Please consider my channel your self-help learning library for love. Join me every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for our weekly coaching gem, where I give guidance to elevate your love experience. And on Wednesdays at 1 p.m., tune in for Sounds About Wife, where I give my unique wife perspective and prepare professional women like you to become kept wives. So hit that subscribe button and let's start this love journey together. See you soon, my loves. Welcome to this week's episode of Deanna's Coaching Gem. If you are new here, I am Deanna, love guide to all, kept wife strategist to those I am called to serve. So let's get right into today's message lesson. The true cost of love when you choose wrong. Now, I've kind of been pumping this topic up on my Facebook channel, like getting the juices flowing, and man, we have all been through it, right? That's the one thing we can agree on. We have all been through relationships that may have cost us too much. So let me share with you what my intention is for today. The intention is to help y'all avoid the heavy costs. That could be emotional, financial, and physical that come with not getting love right. Okay, and we're not just talking about heartbreak. We're talking about the life-altering consequences of not vetting partners or preparing for healthy love. I want you to see that when you choose the wrong person, you're not just paying in tears. You're also paying in dollars, health, and of course, your peace of mind, which is priceless. So I like to be very clear, right? That's my intention. That's what I'm going to do with my part today, right? So let me be clear about what I'm not doing so you can save your time in my comments with stuff I'm not even intending, okay? So this is not about blaming anyone for being in quote unquote bad, unhealthy relationships or saying that you're weak for loving the wrong person. We've already put it out there that we've all been there, right? So we can all relate on that. I'm also not saying that every relationship is going to be perfect or that you'll never have challenges. But if the red flags are there, they're not decorations, okay? So this isn't for those who are happy to just see where it goes. On this channel, I want you to consider Destination Deanna your self-help learning library for all things love, right? So I'm not going to steer you wrong, but this is not for those people that are just going with the flow and we'll see where it goes. No, I'm talking to the women and men who are ready to get intentional about love, right? So now that you know, like what I'm not doing, who I'm not talking to, what I'm not saying, we're very clear on that. I just want to let you know, if you have any questions, you want to be interactive, you want the opportunity to ask me your specific question and get my tailored advice to you. Well, I do a Q&A after every live on Monday, but it takes place specifically on Facebook for my subbies. So if you want to partake in that, make sure that you go to Facebook, Destination Deanna, and you subscribe. It's a nominal cost of 99 cents a month. It's a small investment into your love journey and a small thank you to me. All right. So if you want to take part in that, make sure that you subscribe on Facebook. Now, let me say hi because I know y'all checking in already. Hey, Keisha. Welcome. Oh, green looks good on me. My husband dressed me today, y'all. Green is his favorite color. So I told him to dress me today. So he dressed me. Thank you. Hey, Alice, one of my Kepkies checking in. Hey. So let me first share like my experience with you. Okay. Um, y'all, I mean, I have been in a number of situations where love was costly. But more specifically, I was in a situation where love almost cost me everything, right? I'm talking about my health, my peace, my bank account, everything. I mean, I was the heaviest I've ever been physically, right? I was developing all sorts of health issues that I never had before, high blood pressure, all because of the constant stress I was under. And this isn't, again, to place blame on an individual. It is more so to talk about what happens when there is a lack of alignment, when the person you are with, you're not for them either. Something is not aligning. It is not working, right? Mentally, I was stuck in negative thoughts. I was questioning my worth. I was suffering from low self-esteem, like all of these things. Financially, I was drained. I mean, I was always putting out fires. I could never get ahead. I never had enough money, right? Ever. Never getting ahead, always drained. And literally, it's like choosing wrong ultimately cost me time. All of the time invested in that wrong situation. It cost me my time. It cost me my energy. It cost me my confidence as well. It was like a slow drain that left me as like a shell of a person. And it was like a shell of who I was supposed to be, right? I could never quite fully embrace who I was supposed to be. I wasn't coaching the way I am now. I didn't have my journal. I didn't have my books. I didn't have anything that I have now because I was not able to operate at my high level, right? And that's the message that I want to get across today. Like love, when you're not intentional about it, it can take a toll on every aspect of your life. And I'm telling you this not from a place of judgment, but I'm telling you this because I don't want anyone else to pay the cost that I did for the lesson of not vetting properly, right? So here's the lesson. Here is the lesson. And this is what I want you to consider, right? What I want you to consider. Anything that I share with you is with the intention of it's a new perspective. It's a new way to maybe look at the same information or the same things that have been around you. And hopefully, this information can shift you into change for the better. So if you're taking notes, now would be the time. Oh, thank you, Alice. Babe, sis is on. Hey, sis. Oh, you caught me live. Hey. That's Will's sister, my sister in love. Hey. So here's where you want to take notes, right? This is the lesson for you to actually consider. Number one, what can love cost? What's the true cost of love when you choose wrong? Well, number one, there's a financial cost. Y'all know I like my money. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. The financial cost. Let me tell you about a study by TD Ameritrade. They found that financial stress is one of the top reasons relationships fail. When you choose the wrong partner, you might be covering costs that you didn't expect, both emotionally and financially. How? Well, when you choose wrong, you're probably not aligned for abundance. This person's spending habits probably do not align with your beliefs. Or how about just the comfort things that you might be paying for to try to cover up your pain, right? When things are not right, I feel like you have holes in your pockets. You literally can't keep anything. Something's always breaking. Something is always costing you something. Something is always going wrong. You always need more money than you have when it's not right. When it's not right. This is like one of the key things to pay attention to. Like some of the examples, I'll give you some tangible examples for those that might need that. Yeah, that's my baby. He's in here today though. You find yourself paying off debts or always bailing them out when they mess up financially, right? Thinking if I just help them through this rough patch, it'll be better. I've been there. Why can I speak about this? Because I know, right? Because I know. What's the next thing? The next true cost of love is emotional drain. Emotional drain. And a study published in the Journal of Family Psychology found that unhealthy relationships can significantly increase depression, anxiety, and overall dissatisfaction with life. So, what are the tangible examples here? Constant arguments, being gaslit, right? Feeling undervalued, yet you're staying because you believe love should be hard work. These are all the true costs when you choose wrong. Number 3, I've talked about this, your physical health. So stress from bad relationships can literally affect your body, right? According to the American Heart Association, stress is a major contributor to high blood pressure, weight gain, and other chronic illnesses. So literally, the pain that you're feeling emotionally, the stress that you're going through, it gets trapped in your body, literally, and it manifests as other issues. And let me see, I'm trying to keep up. Hey, Toya, how you doing, honey? There's my baby. And they never get better. They don't. That's the trick. We think it'll get better, so we keep trying to tough it out. Yeah, we're glad you caught it too. So, what are some tangible examples of the cost to your physical health? Well, you'll be losing sleep. You're not going to get a good night's rest, right? You're constantly going to feel on edge, right? Trying to manage the emotions, trying to figure out everything that's going on. You're constantly on edge. Or you even develop health issues due to the relationship stress. These are the tangible examples from the cost to your physical health when you choose wrong. Another one. Ooh, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I have an extra one, right? I have an extra one that I did not put up here. Hold on. Give me a second. It is actually number 4, and it's lost time. Lost time. Okay? Lost time. So you don't get time back. I know we talk about a lot of what the cost is, and we say financial, and that's like a tangible thing. But when it comes to time, you don't get that back. You can't put a price on the time. Every year that you spend in the wrong relationship is time you could have been investing in yourself first, or with a partner who truly complements your life. And let me tell you, as being someone on the other side of this, not a day goes by that me and my husband are not like, man, where would I be if you were my partner 5 years ago? How much would I have? How much richer would we be, right? How much more joy would we be able to have counted if we were together 5 years ago? 2 years, 3 years. You know what I mean? Like you start really counting it up like, man, I lost so much time, and you cannot get it back. So number 4, I mean, that's number 4. I don't know. It could be number 1 though, because seriously, that's a huge one. Now this one, I literally added this right before going live. As I'm in prayer, as I'm in meditation, this one dropped into my spirit, and it is loss of trust. I know you're probably like, what do you mean loss of trust? Loss of trust. So after you lose time, after you lose energy, after you lose money due to your love choices, it then becomes difficult to trust yourself again. So even when you get out of the unhealthy relationship, when it comes time now to pick yourself back up and try love again, you don't trust yourself to choose. Even when you're better, even when you've made improvements, you do not trust yourself to choose because you know what it cost you the last time you chose wrong. The fear of choosing wrong, it's paralyzing, and it causes paranoia. So it paralyzes you from making another decision. And then you're extremely paranoid about the new options, the new choices. This is a cost you do not want to pay, because in essence, you're still paying for that same wrong choice long after you leave it, until you can rebuild the trust in yourself again. So that's the lesson, right? Those are the things that I want you to consider, okay? The financial cost, the emotional drain, the physical health, the lost time, and the loss of trust. And to bring it all together, right? I'm a journaler, obviously. I want you to think about, these are a few questions that you can ask yourself. Now, you can meditate on these questions, or you can meditate and journal. I recommend highly journaling your thoughts around these things, right? So this is all about your self-reflection and journal prompts, okay? So they're mainly geared towards people that are in relationships, but if you've gotten out and you're trying to heal from that, consider the last relationship you were in so that you can heal from it. Okay. If you are preparing for love now, think about your last relationship or your string of relationships so you can make sure you're addressing anything that may need to be healed in that way. And let me just look at the comments before I do that. Okay. Everybody's just saying, hey. Thank you, sis. Oops, hold on. Oh, yes. Okay, baby. Loss of trust in yourself is major. Imagine perpetually inflicting wounds on yourself. You can't trust yourself to even move forward after realizing the cost. Couldn't have said it any better, baby. That's exactly what it is, right? So even when you're out of it, you're still in it because you can't move forward until you rebuild that trust, which is something that I do with my clients, by the way. So, what to ask yourself? Am I paying the price for someone else's mistakes? Is this relationship costing me more than it's giving me? So, am I paying the price for someone else's mistakes? Are they not managing money well? Are they not healthy? Do they not eat properly? Do they not govern themselves well? Are they not following God? And by means of being attached to them, am I paying the price? Right? Is this relationship costing me more than it's giving me? And let's not make this complicated. All right? Knock it off. You know whether or not you're getting more out of a situation than you're giving. But if you need to humor yourself with your little pros and cons list, go on. I'm going to put it out there. If you have to even make a list, you already know. You already know. Now, do I feel drained after spending time with my partner? Is it emotionally draining? Do you feel like depleted or do you feel energized? How does this person contribute to my growth? I have a goal of being my fit self. Does this person constantly want to eat junk food? Does this person not want to do active activities? So, do I feel drained after spending time with my partner? How does this person contribute to my growth? Right? Next, am I in a relationship out of fear of being alone? Or am I in it because it genuinely serves me? Oh, I put so much time in. I don't know what it would be like to go back to being by myself. Am I in a relationship out of fear of being alone? Or am I in it because it genuinely serves me? I'm better because I'm in relationship with this person. Next, do I see real, tangible signs that this is the right person for me? Or am I ignoring red flags? Red flags are not decoration and they're not to be collected. They're not collectibles, okay? They are warnings that we need to heed. So, do I see real, tangible signs that this is the right person for me, or am I ignoring the red flags? And the final one, because I always gotta have a real, bring it all together. If this relationship was a bank account, am I constantly depositing? Or am I being withdrawn from without reciprocation? So if this relationship was a bank account, is it constantly being fed, deposited into, to where you can withdraw freely and it's being reciprocated? Or do you always feel like there's a withdrawal from you? All right. I feel like I have given you all a lot to think about, a lot to reflect on, right? And let me just check the comments really quickly before I get into the coaching gem and invite you all. Yes, real talk. Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy it. They're building red blankets with the red flag collection. Exactly. And we need to stop that. We need to heed the red flags. So what's my coaching gem? And my coaching gem is kind of how I bring it all together, right? How do I bring the lesson all together? Well, when love costs you more than it fills you, you're paying too much. And remember, if you're not changing the situation, you are choosing it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So when love costs you more than it fills you, you're paying too much. And if you're not changing the situation, you are choosing it. So as always, I am a love guide, right? And I am here to assist you on your journey to love. So if you want to take this lesson further, and if the lesson today hit home and you're serious about not letting love cost you any more than it already has, it's time to date with intention, right? And my Vetting for Value intentional dating masterclass will show you how to set the tone, how to communicate effectively, how to make sure you're committing to the right man, okay? And because love should elevate you, right? Not drain you. So let's make sure that you are vetting for value and not potential. These men need to come already potential at this big age. So start your dating journey off on the right foot with my Vetting for Value intentional dating masterclass. You can simply just go to destinationdeanna.com, and I made it really easy for you. It's on the top banner. So just click on it. It'll take you to where you pay for the masterclass. You have lifetime value. It gets sent to you instantly. Be transformed. Be prepared. Okay? So thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember that if you want to take part in my Q&A, after, where I dig a little bit deeper into the lesson and I answer individual questions. This takes place on my Facebook. So go to facebook.com/destinationdeanna.com, click subscribe. You get instant access to the live. Okay. So go ahead and do that so you can take part in the Q&A that's going to happen today. And my husband is home. He took the day off of work to be with his wife. So he's actually going to be on the Q&A with me today. And that doesn't normally happen. So take advantage. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's coaching gem. I will see you next Monday with the next coaching gem. And for all of my aspiring kepties, my kept wives, I will see you on Sunday. Sunday. I will see you on Wednesday for Sounds About Wife. Thank you so much. Remember that God is love. We are of God. So attracting love should be easy, especially when you have me as your guide. Love you all.